My best friend is deeply sad about my inability to cherish marriage because I am divorced, and insulted me by siding with my abusive ex-mother-in-law. I went to my best friend's husband's birthday party on the 24th and met my ex there, for the first time since our divorce. Apparently he is one of my BFF husband's co-workers. He didn't know that I would be there and was as surprised as I was. We made some small talk and then I hopped over to chat with another friend. During the evening, we bumped into each other a couple of times. He made some jokes, but most of the time I tried to avoid him. Yesterday my best friend sent me a screenshot in which my ex asked her husband for my number because he wanted to ask me out. The thing is, nobody in this city knows that we were once married. When I moved here 5 years ago from the other side of the country, I never mentioned my divorce. He didn't either. So now my friend and her husband want to hook us up because you seem to have such great chemistry at the party. The other thing is that I never realized how much I missed him until he entered the room. Our relationship was a mistake. We got married because we were the only unmarried couple in our social circle, and everybody else was already having babies. The divorce was inevitable. Our communication was rubbish. I wanted kids, but he didn't. His mom was meddling, and he didn't stand up to her. At the same time we were really good friends and meeting him again made me more than happy. But I had a chat with my cousin and her husband, who are spending Christmas and New Year's Eve with me, and they told me not to overreact and that being nostalgic for the things that could have been was natural during the holidays. So now I am debating to meet him, talk to him and be done for good, but the risk of catching feelings again is high. Update: shortly after posting and before answering my best friend's message, I ran into my ex in the supermarket. We had a short talk. Everything was collegial and since I did not want to jump to conclusions without talking to him, we went for coffee afterward. Long story short, we agreed to stay at a friendly level, for our own good. He apologized for things he did/didn't do during our marriage. Then we discussed our friends. What some people asked in my op was why I never told my best friend about our marriage. The reason is that she might be one of the kindest people I know, but she is quite religious and extremely against divorce. In her eyes, you should better sacrifice your happiness for the benefit of others, so getting a divorce is the coward's way out. It means you don't deserve love. Her mother-in-law treats her like scum. Her husband stays quiet because she is glad that gave her the most important thing in her life and rather endures the rants and boundary stomping. So telling her about my divorce would have resulted in one of two scenarios. A. She'd never talk to me again because I unalivied the idea of marriage, or B. She'd try to get me back with my husband. Some days ago, one of these scenarios happened. I told her before that I was not interested in giving X my number because I was not looking for a relationship. She accepted that and invited me to brunch the next Saturday. Sunday came and my ex called me to ask whether I was going to boyfriend's brunch. He got an invitation, so we were both there, sitting next to each other. Boyfriend and her husband were trying their very best to get us interested in each other. It was like in a very bad movie, like that scene in When Harry Met Sally when they go on a double date. Subtle remarks and the things we have in common, hints in compatibility, badly masked comments on my unsuccessful love life. Until boyfriend's husband says, as far as I know, she would probably make a great wife. My mom likes her, and boyfriend's mom loves her. She's every mother's dream. And ex says, well, my mother used to call her that woman and told me all her shortcomings until I believed them. Actually, she even admitted to hating her, but in hindsight, she really was a great wife. Ex and I look at each other and burst out in laughter, probably due to the pressure and the extreme awkwardness of the situation. Boyfriend and husband join in. For a moment, they believe ex made a joke. Then best friend says, we are so sorry for pressuring you. It's just that we like you both and think you'd make a great couple. And ex takes out his phone, shows them a picture of our wedding day, and says, we did, but it did not work out and we're friends now. Who wants to go to the cinema? Chaos ensued. Worldviews broke. Boyfriend started crying. Boyfriend's husband was flabbergasted. They make us leave to readjust. Yesterday I spoke to boyfriend on the phone and explained everything thoroughly. The abuse by mother-in-law, the arguments, the incompatibilities, the mutual decision to end it, my fear of telling her. She was silently crying for my future. Quote, you are already so old and threw away your only chance of happiness. No wonder you don't find love. You threw it away. It won't come back. Your future with ex is riddled by betrayal. If you get back together, you can never mend what you tore apart. What will you tell any partner? I cannot understand how you could do that. You always seemed so compassionate. Why could you not understand the pain of your mother-in-law? She lost her son to you. You did not respect her wishes and did not listen to her. I'm sure she loved you like a daughter, but you were not ready. That's when I said goodbye, had to go, see you, and questioned my 5-year friendship. I talked to my mom, to my cousin, and even to my ex. They all recommend that I should give boyfriend some space. I feel worse than after my last breakup. Update: regarding her possible frustration/projection, I really acted as her therapist for the whole 5 years of our friendship and realize now how codependent and slightly toxic this relationship was. This is something I have to get over, and though I'm a rather introverted social mess, I really need to look out for new friends who are not as prejudiced. I told one of my colleagues the Cliff's Notes version of the conflict, and she divorced and remarried, told me to join her feminist knitting and sewing group. Yay, that's the first step. Ex has a similar problem now. My friend's husband told their mutual friend group that ex had loose morals and might be a bad influence. Because this is kindergarten, some of them blocked ex on social media, some asked him what crime he committed, and only one told him that a boyfriend's husband is extremely overreacting and B, he still wants to hang out with ex no matter what. So we're now in the same find friends boat. My friend's husband asked his boss this morning if he could arrange it so that he did not have to share an office with ex anymore. So yeah, they are also cutting ties. And to the comments asking which culture we/they belong to, We're all generic Europeans. My ex-friends just belong to a strange Christian church, Protestant, not even Catholic.